Would this place be any different had I not passed from the world?
Why? They have to know something.
He drinks to forget his sisters. All three untimely dead. They were all he had.
I'm not seeing things.
I hope this works. It's ready.
That's what I wanted. Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Big and well-fed, sleeping on soft beds. Palace life.
Gotcha.
No, no, no! Not back to sleep! I won't go. I won't give it back!
Doctor,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No, someone was poisoning you. You should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry, I'm going to take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale.
I need to lie down.
He knows he's done terrible things. He might even turn himself in. But not just yet.
This place yet. I don't like it. Ready now?
Yes. Let's head out for the Dreadful Whale.
What happened?
Hypatia was the crown killer.
That's impossible.
The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her. But there was an antidote, so she'll live. If she remembers the murders, she'll have to deal with that.
And Sokolov?
He's been moved to the house of a man named Kieran Jindosh.
The Duke's grand inventor. Supposedly brilliant.
Another genius. Just what we needed. I need Anton Sokolov, but he's missing. Held by another inventor named Kieran Jindosh, who no doubt wants whatever secrets Sokolov holds in his head. Jindosh is the mad inventor who armed Karnaca with clockwork killing machines, the city where I grew up and trained, where I won the Duke's tournament when I was still a boy. They say the clockwork soldiers are the equal of Karnaca's best fighters now. I'm going to put that to the test. Rescue one genius and cage the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
They say up in Tivia, watch the faces of those who bow the most deeply. or some such. You might want to talk to Hypatia before we head out. She's taking one of the rooms.
Oh.
Just for a while, I think. Needed to be
Hypatia,
away from Adamine.
what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
Megan must be up on deck. Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's get underway. Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, harassing people who look like trouble.
You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station.
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Yes, but it's been years.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll see you after it's done.
Corvo, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Rising up from the ocean, coming to smash Karnak. I screamed and fell out of bed. It's natural. The ocean is force. This is down deep, where our skin and organs turn to.
If you're not with the guard, there's something familiar about you.
I've been away from Karnaca for a long time. I need a rewire tool, like the ones used by the Grand Guard. No questions. Clear?
Yes, sir. But I can't help you right now. I have people coming in, and I can't be responsible for their manners if you take my meaning. Paolo is coming by. See me later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by. I think he's here. Hide yourself. I think he's here. Hide yourself.
There's one part of me that doesn't ache, even my toes. Maybe something better.
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time you gave me some Badwater foundry. Wouldn't hold an edge. And snapped against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Bump off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting the aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
He's made the Howlers into something more than just a street gang. When his mother died, he sold her hair to a doll maker and drank away the money in a single week.
You know, I sleep in the shop most nights. The city's not safe. Greetings. I serve with discretion. I used to own a cafe down at the docks, but the smell of fish blood was stronger than the smell of morning coffee. I had to sell it. A pleasure to do business. You won't be sorry. A deal well made. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. Things were so much better just a decade ago. The situation in the Empire has driven the prices up, I'm afraid. Keep to the shadows. That's my advice.
No one knows what's happening. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
She says, and she'll leave him. You can wait. Did I close my locker before coming out? Someone there?
Hey, Lieutenant, how's your work?
Wow.
I can see Jindosh's mansion from here. The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Thing that ever happened to this city. Give me a handful of the clockwork and I'll clean up the restrictions. Well, maybe it's horrible as you said at the time of the rat race. Then those people stand up straight. The Duke has his way. We'll have an army of the clockwork soldiers by this time next year.
He thought the whale was majestic and terrifying. A life at sea would have suited him.
Jindosh could have stayed at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He might have done some good there. All right, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov. Who would build something like this? Why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kieran Jindosh, but you must know that. Hello? Anyone there? Would there be some misfiring of the mechanism? If it's no one then. Strange. Make a note. Remove this playback after the final field test.
I'm tired. How long, my dearest? How long must I endure in this shadow state?
Trigger exploration grid. I knew I wasn't mistaken. You skulked about for a time, but in the end, your animal curiosity got the better of you. I challenge you to come find me. Take whatever you seek, but all along the way, and I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection.
fallen since the old days. With your help, perhaps it will not descend into complete ruin.
You think at these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting?
There's only one.
His parents taught him to humiliate the servants. But he put a stop to that, and all the other cruel things they taught him.
Since the Duke took over the
She hires the pretty ones. It's a game to her, and she always wins.
I'm not used to waiting.
Neither am I. When was the last time someone had me waiting for more than an hour? I can't remember. It's almost titillating.
How many clockworks did you say there were? It's a numbered set, if I recall.
It is indeed, but 36, 46? Very exclusive, whatever the count. Everyone at the Garden Club will be green with envy.
I spied a lass from Bristol. 'Twas
Huh?
good I had my pistol. Then I met a lady from Tibia. Something and happier.
Whose sheet is...
He didn't want his teeth pulled. Maybe he shouldn't have opened his mouth. These inventors, they're not like normal people. Imagine one of them as a kid.
I know where you
Network
are!
activity registered. Playback for combat protocols. Combat protocol 8. Playback for unambiguous enemy. Unauthorized presence. The machine is overheating. Shut down mode. This plays if someone eludes the machine.
It's a long way down.
Return to idle. Okay, return to routine operation. If this plays, the machine is recharging the magnetic coil.
This must be Jindosh's lab.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty. Okay, the machine against the search protocol. Playback indicates lost enemy. Unauthorized presence.
Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh.
Machine has lost its quarry.
Hope I don't need the key.
Officer by day, a cutpurse by night.
Quarry lost. for unambiguous enemy. The machine has entered combat.
Corvo. It would have to be you. Perhaps Megan came for you in Dunwall, but Jindosh...
Already growing cold. Don't try to move.
Well, that's the Corvo I remember.
These inventors, they're not like normal people. Imagine one of them as a kid. feel sorry for the poor sod who took my place on that bloodfly crew. Always worth it pulling a few strings. Hungry people just work harder.
Tarnaka needs a good dogfighting club, like the ones in my father's time.
in field of view. Head detached. Carbon button on.
Barred from the other side.
The machine has entered combat. The machine is not...
Oh. I'm wrong here.
You are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
Anyone here? Show yourself.
I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right.
What? What? The robot killed him, not me.
the void again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you when you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep. I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me what you did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessamine, let's hear it.
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it. I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn. My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? "15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did. I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is. Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Of course not. She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to. Jessamine's face has never faded from my memory. Could Delilah truly be her sister?
I painted that from memory, which is a tricky thing. But I must admit...
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
And spindles made of Zirconian umberwood.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed umberwood export to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding the design.
I've got enough to worry about.
Get down. One can't even breathe for a second.
The fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start by cutting off your nose?
Anyone help me!
Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a
She
knife.
likes her victims to cry and then beg for a while before she releases them to the void.
All right, no one's coming.
What a bunch of loose blood flies in an old silo. His rivals spend their last seconds locked within. Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful.
What the? Stop! This won't take long!
Get away!
Face. Face.
Is that my breath I'm smelling? Maybe my teeth are due for their monthly cleaning.
Things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start by cutting off your nose? Across the forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard.
Something stinks around here. It's not my job to clean up.
stew tonight. Starving.
Huh?
Don't be fooled by the uniform. This one has no honor.
No. The technical officer came by and said it was fine. He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill. All good. Why?
Yesterday, the wind kicked up so hard I thought the windmill was gonna fall apart. The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
I've seen that too. But whale oil's expensive now, and the tanks run dry. The wind's unpredictable, but it's still better than a bunch of howlers running through the checkpoint and knifing us to death.
Yeah, I see your point. For a bottle of pear soda.
Oh, something stinks around here. Not my job to clean.
Karnaka, my Karnaka. Grub.
Huh?
You look great.
She was good with the pistol.
That dog
She
shaves
volunteers for the
his
fire
wrists for all
squad
I care.
to get
Did
in
you bring me something?
extra
A silver
practice.
cigarette case like we agreed?
Push out into the harsh world.
I can't go on doing this.
You are
I'm stealing
alone,
for you.
but for a few allies.
You're always talking about leaving Karnaka on a big white boat, never to come back. You spend your days polishing silver cutlery. Come with me, Beatrix. Let's leave.
Could we really get passage on a ship? What if they find us?
You know I'll protect you, just like when we were kids.
I'll think about it. I promise.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something. Huh?
For every 10 coins she and her brother make, she sets one aside, cheating him.
Question you restrict your mining service. New tax levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Mann, friend. He's a patriot, a man who won't stop until he has earned every bit of his land in silver, shiny coin. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No questions, no complaints. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Draconic spirit. That's what it is.
Conservatory. What do those walls hide? Conservatory. Built around the time I left for Dunwall.
Because otherwise, the Abbey will see us all blackened by fire. Now stop with this nonsense.
a little scratchy. Maybe some steeped borage and chamomile. Raise them. She gave up? You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Parmelia. Delilah wears the outsider's mark, and some of what she can do flows down to us.
It doesn't seem fair.
Think about working your fingers raw, weaving nets, or raising cows to slaughter. Anyone who gives who receives better can feel my power grow. I can hear her push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies. On the first day Delilah's blood came into her, she destroyed her parents' home with blood briars.
Cold, dead grave.
Beaten and abused, she was barely sane when she heard the Coven's call. Now, she does the same to others, wielding her power like a barbed whip.
I've heard the same stories about Paolo the Howler.
What you've heard about Paolo is not the same. He's a street orphan, full of tricks. But I have faith Delilah could do such a thing.
It doesn't seem possible, that's all.
My dear Orlando, some people see doors where you and
Right, that's the part I always mix up. Wasn't money. I don't care what anybody says. I know money. That wasn't it.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
Brianna Ashworth is dead.
You murdering bastard! You had no right. You couldn't possibly understand what Brianna meant to me.
Just as I doubt you have any idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm.
Perhaps I'll take a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm going to end your reign soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try.
might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Nothing then. Oh well, never mind.
So she killed herself, or what?
Is this a riddle? We're talking about the Grand Guard, right? Not the lovely blood.
Of course. The blood flies adore us. We should find more of the newly dead, so they can make new nests.
Then I agree. But dear Brianna wants us to wait until after the communion. Until she's finished with the oracular systems. We can't risk raising suspicion now.
Then for now we'll wait, content with the nests we have.
Same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the aisle, all of us who'd been with her.
This is a fine
Eat my darlings.
The coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the voices who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world.
Where are you
Let's
hiding?
have a look around. Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the aisles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined.
Her death won't go unpunished.
Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The overseers take guidance from their prophetic.
Wait, something's off. There was someone.
He's trying to frame his captain. Hopes to move up in rank when it's done.
Locker before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Who opened this door?
nothing then.
Damn it! I need to pee!
Maybe there's a nice tin of hagfish in the cupboard.
Won't let him escape!
Something stinks around here.
I know what
Oh,
you belong
I need you some
Blood on student. Who's starving?
Who's there?
Oh, well. Never mind.
I don't know what they're doing.
Excitement once in a while. Huh?
Coming tonight?
Nah, not this.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Whatever happened in Dunwall was a long time ago, Megan.
I wish it felt like that. Seems like yesterday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
Didn't do anything. I killed Delilah and the other two, they killed themselves. Every fucking time.
Three years ago, Delilah was laying her plans.
This
The
Delilah,
Duke's
okay.
people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale, beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Megan can take care of it. Megan is out in the city, but I'll explain.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first, through a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house.
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Coming back here, seeing it changed, run into the ground. Some people have reach beyond others. The old Batista neighborhoods, full of mining families, called the Dust District now. Vice Overseer Byrne. I dread each interaction with the Abbey. If I put people to work down in a mine, I'd want to live in a fortified bunker too. I knew plenty of people like Paolo growing up. Maybe not as crafty. No more witches in Karnaca. Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years?
What's that?
Huh?
Ready now?
Let's go.
I'll get you as close as I can.
I didn't know Aramis Stilton. Who was he?
Loyal to the old Duke. Stilton helped build modern Karnaca with those silver mines. Worked his way up from nothing to a fortified mansion. But the new Duke spends money so fast, the mine crews work all day and all night. The district's in ruins. The dust drives out anyone except the most desperate.
The Duke of Serkonos has made a mess of things. His father was a good man.
True, but the new Duke's misery has only been possible with Dunwall's support. In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District. Maybe Stilton's still in there, or maybe he's dead. Once you reach the Dust District, she'll tell you more. I'll wait here with the skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.